Hello, welcome to GED exam preparation class. I am your host and instructor, Ruben Herrera. And on this lesson, my friends, we are going to learn how to subtract polynomials. In a previous lesson, we learned how to add polynomials. Now, on this lesson, we are going to learn how to subtract polynomials. And I know that everyone loves dealing with negative numbers. So that's what we're going to do on this lesson. But no worries, we're going to make this, I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible for you, okay? Let us look at this first expression right here. Notice the difference right here, my friends. Now, and instead of adding these two polynomials, I subtract them. Okay, so the way we answer or the way we solve for this a subtraction of polynomials is by actually doing the same thing we've been doing, with the exception that as a consequence of subtracting these two polynomials, whatever symbols are after or in the second polynomial, we're going to invert. For example, right here, this positive right here is actually going to become a negative. Okay, so this is the only difference whenever we are subtracting polynomials. Okay, I'm still going to do the first step that I always do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop the parentheses like they're hot. I'm going to rewrite my problem. And remember, so I took my parentheses off, and then on the second polynomial, I invert all that symbols that are there. Inverting meaning that if I have a positive symbol, I'm going to turn it into a negative, or if I had a negative symbol, I'm going to turn it into a positive. That way, this will allow me to subtract as I am combining these like terms. Okay, so next now I'm going to go ahead and combine my like terms, I'm sorry. So I have the 3x in here, and then I have the minus 2x, okay? Then I have the 4 right here, minus 2, okay? So what I'm going to do right here, the 3x minus 2x is going to be equals to 1x. But remember, my friends, that now in modern algebra, we don't write the 1 next to a variable. So the variable is going to be by itself. It's going to be equals to x, and then the 4 minus 2, that's positive 4 minus 2, that's going to be equals to positive 2. Very nice. Okay, so this is my answer right here for subtracting this polynomial. Let us look at the next example in here. Excellent. So right here, I'm going to drop on this problem. I'm going to go ahead and solve it. Remember, my friends, this only happens whenever we are subtracting polynomials. Okay, whenever I see that subtraction symbol in here, this is like an alarm or a bell that should go off in my head and tells me that only on my second polynomial, I need to invert all my symbols to the opposite symbol. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop my parentheses. You know that. Next, I'm gonna go, and now that I dropped my parentheses and I inverted my symbols, next I'm gonna go ahead and combine my like terms. Okay, so I have these like terms in here that I'm going to identify first. Notice that I'm using the method of dashes or sticks so that it's easier for me to identify my like terms. Same rules apply. Also, I need to write down my terms in the order that is universally or mathematically accepted. First, the terms that have exponents. Next, that terms that have variables but no exponents. And then at the end, I write down the constants, which is not the case on this problem, but I wanted to remind you anyways. Okay, so right here, the 6a minus 5a, this is going to be equals to 1a. But remember, I cannot write the 1 next, we don't write the ones, the number 1 next to a variable. So this is just going to be equals to a, and then positive 6 minus 5 is going to be equals to 1 positive. So the answer for this problem right here is going to be a plus 1. Notice that whenever we are subtracting, our answers are a lot more shorter than when we are adding. Very nice. Let us look at our next example in here. So I have the 3x plus 4 minus 2x minus 2. Okay, so remember, I'm going to drop the parentheses like they're hot. This symbol right here on this second polynomial, my symbol was originally a negative. Now it's going to be a positive. Okay, so I'm going to drop my parentheses, invert my symbols on the second polynomial only. Now I have this. This is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and identify my like terms so that I can combine them later. Okay, right there. And now I know that 3x minus 2x is going to be equals to x. Okay, and that positive 4 plus the positive 2 is going to be equals to 6. Very nice, my friends. Very nice. Let us look at a few more examples now. On this example right here, now I have negative on both sides, okay? But remember, we're only going to invert the symbols on the second polynomial, okay? On this one right here. So now this is going to become a positive, okay, because it used to be a negative. And I'm going to drop the parentheses and invert my symbols, which I already did. And this is going to be equals to this right here. This problem right here without parentheses, I'm going to go ahead and identify my like terms. Okay, very nice. So I have the 3x, positive 3x minus 2x is going to be equals to x. And then that negative 4 plus 2 is still going to be equals to negative 2 because I'm still going to be on the range of the negative numbers. Remember the number line, my friends, and the lesson with sign numbers or with negative numbers. Okay, very nice. In our next problem right here, same thing. I'm going to go ahead. I have 6a minus 6 minus 5a minus 5. So I'm going to, on this second polynomial, I'm going to invert my symbol like so. I'm going to drop my parentheses like they're hot. So this is what's going to look like. Okay. 6a minus 6 minus 5a plus 5. So I'm going to identify right here my like terms. Okay. And there you go. So I have the 6a minus 5a that's going to be equals to a. And then negative 6 plus 5 is going to be equals to negative 1. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Last but not least, my friends, I have one more example for you. And this example can also be a little bigger, and that's okay. Remember, we're going to drop our parentheses, and only on the second polynomial, that's where we're going to invert our symbols. And remember, my friends, one more time, we only do this whenever we are subtracting polynomials, okay? Not when we're adding, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my problem without the parentheses and inverting the symbols of the second polynomial. And this is what's going to look like. Okay, I'm going to identify my like terms. Okay, very nice. I have some like terms in here. And then I have this right here that I think is going to be here by itself. So when I combine these terms right here, this is going to be equals to x squared plus 2x. Remember the order on which we have to write our answer. And then positive 4 plus positive 2, that's equals to 6. Very nice. And that will be the answer to that problem, my friends. Okay. Well, thank you very much for being on this lesson, for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy it, that you learned from it. And I like to give a shout out to all my GED students that work very hard on getting their GED diploma. They are awesome. They have had a second chance in life, just like I did. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat. Ha, I wanted to say vote. Well, that too. Okay. And I hope to see you guys in the next lesson. Have a great day. Bye-bye.